Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, you're watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. It's time for WWE Evolve Event Center, where wrestling action involves the WWE ID prospects, the PC prospects, and indie wrestlers from all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, and here's the man to bring you the wrestling report and action from the WWE Evolve Event Center, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 2359 of the show. We're going to talk a little bit more about Evolve, WWE Evolve, where Evolve is now an opportunity for the WWE ID prospects and WWE LFG prospects, as well as those on NXT. They have not been appearing on NXT TV for quite a while to show up and show out and to enhance their skills and all that. Speaking of showing up and showing out, a little bit of Evolution news that the rumors have it that might be TNA representation at Evolution. That means the TNA Knockouts is going to get involved. Is Masha Slamovich going to put her title on the line at Evolution? Who knows what's going to happen? It's like huge. If I were TNA, I'd jump on this opportunity right away. And I'm hoping that, they do get some representation in TNA. And AAA, I like to see AAA ladies get a chance to shine as well. There was a young luchadora by the name of La Hydra who's got let's just say that she got a nice caboose. I felt like Tony D'Angelo was saying that. She got a nice caboose. But, capiche, forget about it, But anyways, hopefully the AAA ladies, luchadoras get involved, as long as the end TNA Knockouts. It's going to be very interesting if this comes to fruition. So we'll find out what the deal is, because I think Evolution could shape up big, because I think there's something going on SmackDown. I saw some spoilers, but I'm not going to say anything until Friday night. Fireworks may be going off early than before, so. But we got to talk about Evolve also. But I want to give you a birthday shout out to Carl Stout. He turns 49. He's one of my subscribers. Always comments on my game show videos today. He just commented today that today's his 49th birthday. So happy birthday, Carl Stout. You the man. I hope you had a great birthday. Hope your birthday hits the bullseye and all that. Hope your birthday is making you feel a lot of blessed. So hope you have hopefully your birthday is a blessed birthday, okay? So, thumbs up to you. Let's talk about Evolve, shall we? Jamar Hampton, who was one of the prospects from, formerly known as Troy Yearwood, from LFG Season 1. Jamar Hampton and faced Idris Enofe, who is trying to find his niche, and I don't know what happened to Malik Blade. I don't know if he got released, or he's still injured, under contract, and still injured. If so, if he's still injured and under contract, I wonder how he feels about Idris Enofe's new attitude. And as these two had a matchup, and Idris Enofe ended up winning that matchup, and Jamar Hampton kind of was trying to stand up for Dante Chen. Has a lot of respect for Dante Chen, so that's the reason why this match happened. And Idris Enofe won. Meanwhile, Idris Enofe did address Hampton before the match about that, so via a little video promo. Then Stevie Turner was talking to Lindsay Dorado in the LWL about how they're going to go about dealing with the Vanity Project. So the Vanity Project's starting to show up, starting to show up a lot. As you know, next week, 3 members of the Vanity Project, the Swipe Right, and that's Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor, and the Evolved Men's Champion Jackson Drake, will be challenging Ricky Saints to a gauntlet match. And if Ricky Saints completes the gauntlet, he'll face Ethan Page, possibly at the Great American Bash. That is coming up soon. We'll see what happens there. Cappuccino Jones and Jack Cartwheel got a nickname. Got a name for themselves. Adrenaline Drip. Good tag team name. And it seems like to me that is the name they're going to go for. Cappuccino Jones can drink the last drip of cappuccino. And Jack Cartwheel has the adrenaline. So Adrenaline Drip. That's their tag team name. Watch them and watch them in the future. I think they remind me a lot of like the Rockers, Rock and Roll Express, the Hardys, all those Fast Lightning tag teams. And no, not Techno Team 2000. I'm talking about legendary tag teams like the Hardys, like the Young Bucks. Yeah, I have to mention them because whether you like the Young Bucks or not, they're well skilled in the ring, though. I'll give them that. But I'll talk about the Young Bucks in the next episode, and I'll roast them again. That's what I like doing. All right, so Layla Diggs took on the lovely Jin Tala. Yes, I like Jin Tala. And Jin Tala ended up winning the match with her submission hold. Chewy Martinez interviewed Tala after the match. She said she's fighting all over the place. And she said, "What do you mean by that?" She said, "Oh, you'll see." And then she walks away, and Chewy Martinez is like, "What's going on? Oh, what's up? We'll take it to the Vanity Project." And it seems like to me that Chewy, a lot of people suspect, was Jin Tala behind the attacks in the back, or was it someone else? Who knows for sure? And the Vanity Project was talking about their 6-man tag against Lindsay Dorado and the LWO, making fun of them. And then they have the Evolve Women's Title Contract signing between Callie Armstrong and Natalya. And Natalya just basically said that, ever since Callie Armstrong joined forces, you kind of just, Callie Armstrong did disrespect Natalya, and Natalya's got a point. Callie Armstrong did disrespect her. She was rude, and she was being Callie Armstrong was being rude to her. He said, "Hey," she goes, "Listen, you're a legend." She gives him props, but she says, "When it comes to this title, it's mine. I'm not gonna let anybody take it away from me." And she goes, "You're selfish. You're this." And then they both signed the contract. Callie Armstrong. So that match is happening next week. I thought it was going to happen at Evolution to give the Ladies Evolve a chance to shine. I say you put the Ladies Evolve in that Evolution Battle Royal, but then Callie Armstrong and Natalya brawl. Natalya put Armstrong in the sharpshooter. So next week So next week it will be Callie Armstrong versus Natalya for the Women's Evolve Championship. That match is made official. Timothy Thatcher talks some Shawn Legacy. Hey, listen, don't let Keanu Carver and the other guys get to you. Listen, the WID prospects, I believed in this product. And this is a different side of Timothy Thatcher I never thought I would never see. But, Shawn Legacy's like, well, yeah, but hey, don't give up, man. Just keep training hard and come back even better. I'll deal with Keanu Carver. That match is happening next week as well. As Keanu Carver will go one-on-one with Timothy Thatcher. It's going to be a heck of a fight. Meanwhile, Carver did respond to what Timothy Thatcher had to say. And then Chantel Monroe was addressing the women's division. Is she the one attacking everybody from behind? Who knows for sure. And then there was the main event, the trios matchup. The main event, Lindsay Dorado and the LWOs, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wow went up against the Vanity Project Swipe Right. That's the team of Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes and the Evolve women and the Evolve champion, Mr. Jackson Drake. And Lindsay Dorado and the LWO picked up the victory, with Lindsay Dorado pinning the champion. Will Lindsay Dorado challenge Jackson Drake for the Evolve Men's Championship? We'll find out for sure what the heck is going on there. So that's going to be a huge deal. I got to get one more story that involves WWE legends. And first and foremost, I want to congratulate Busted Open for joining Sirius XM for Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. And in that moment, right, so Bubba Ray Dudley had a little prank going on. But I never thought, I want to talk about this, I never thought somebody like this man, this legend, would do something like this. And, so Dave LaGreca said and confessed that he was really excited that Tommy Wildfire Rich was going to call in on the show and talk to him, because he said that, Tommy Rich was Wildfire Rich was one that got Dave LaGreca into wrestling. And so Bubba Ray Dudley had this smile on his face that said he's up to something, right? And then he goes, well, And here he is, Tommy Wildfire Rich. Yeah, hey, baby, what's going on? I got a lot of babies to feed and all that. And it was, and Dave LaGreca thought was Tommy Rich. He goes, hey, I got someone that wants to talk to you. Hey, Dave, how you doing? It was the Undertaker. The Undertaker. Who knew that the guy could be a prankster? And he told the story how he was able to do a Tommy Rich impression with him and Demolition locked up. I think it was after WrestleMania 7, I believe, and the Undertaker completed his first WrestleMania. Who knew that beneath this dark mortician exterior lies within a prankster like the Undertaker? Him and Bryan Adams and Barry Darsow of Demolition. Come on, action, smash and crush and Demolition. I mean, you talking about pranksters. I thought Mr. Fuji was a prankster, and Undertaker pranked and ribbed everybody. I'm like, oh my gosh, Undertaker ribbed her? Pranking people with phone calls? It was great. And Dave LaGreca was not mad. He was like, you got me going, man. But he said, I never thought in my bingo card the Undertaker calling his Tommy Wildfire Rich. And Bubba Ray just lost it. He was laughing, and I thought it was funny. I got to tell this story tomorrow on Rant and Rave as my topic, because I thought it was the most hilarious story ever. It was funny. It was funny. It was all get out. It was hilarious, I gotta say. So, that is all the time that we have. Oh, one more thing. Shout out to Kevin Henry. Congratulations to the Cincinnati Reds. They beat the Red Sox, keeping the Reds from the only team that has not been swept throughout the season, through the season so far. So, maybe, so we'll see what happens. Sometimes that momentum, I told him that rain out ruined that momentum for the Red Sox, even though, splitting up that second game and then having to go in the third game like a doubleheader. So, it happens. It is what it is. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to episode 2359. Next episode, we're going to talk about Dynamite 300. So, that's all the time there is. Until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.